Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to all those who are new and welcome back to everyone who's been joining me on this journey. So today we are not in the studio, we are not behind a vanity, but we are in the kitchen because we are going to make my famous 7-layer Mexican dip. So if you want to learn how to make that, just keep on watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into this cooking video. So this dip can have as many layers as you want. I like to have 7 layers. It's perfect for any party setting, a game night, anywhere where you need to put out a plate of food. I guarantee you'll be requested to make it all the time because that's what happens with me. So you'll be very surprised, pleasantly surprised with how easy this is. We're going to start off with black beans. I prefer the Goya brand and we are going to get those in the pot right now. I like to cook them slow with some good seasoning and get it ready to go. So the seasonings I like to put in the black beans, we're going to start with some garlic salt. I do not measure. Maybe that's a black people thing, but I don't measure it, so good luck with that. Some adobo, and then some cumin. Okay, so we're going to get that mixed up, and again, cooking on low, so while we're working on everything else, these flavors just can meld together, and sometimes even to the black beans, which let's do that today. I like to even include some chopped onion. Okay, so one thing that we're going to do is have the oven on anywhere between 350 to 375 because when we're done with all the hot ingredients, we're going to layer it with our cheese and we want it to melt together in the oven. So we're going to go ahead and let's work on the meat now. I like to use vegan meat. You can use whatever meat you want, but you're going to start with your skillet. And in the skillet, I'm going to start with butter, peppers, and onion to get that going, and some garlic, and then we'll add our meat. So we have everything cooking on the low setting so we can start working on something else. You can buy prepared guac. I think I make guac pretty daggone well, so we're gonna make it ourselves. We're going to start off with a regular store-bought avocado. Go ahead and do your slices. Then you can take a spoon to gut the insides and get it in your bowl. Okay, then you can start to mash this together. So one way you can save time with making your guac, I got the avocados mashed here. Instead of chopping up all the ingredients, you can add a ready-made pico de gallo directly to it. And incorporate that all together. I'm going to season mine with some salt. I'm going to add some more cilantro to mine. And also going to squeeze about half of a lime. And mix that all together. Okay, so be sure to taste it, of course, to make sure it's what you want. dash more salt. Perfect. A pro tip to keep your guacamole from browning, don't throw out your seed, put it back in there, and while it's sitting in the fridge or wherever, this will prevent it from browning until you're ready to use it. So I put my 2 seeds in here, covered it with some plastic, and it's ready to store because this is a cold ingredient. It gets added at the very end. Alright, so moving on, I am using plant-based meat. You can use whatever meat that you want, but we're going to go ahead and turn the front skillet up and add this to it. Let's go ahead and start to season it. I'm going to use adobo, some cumin, some tahini, and some red pepper flakes. The good thing is, since this is a product that is not meat, it does not take a long time to cook. So once this is done, it starts to speed up from here. When it gets to this state here, we're going to add some taco seasoning mix. I use a little bit over half of the bag. I don't usually use the whole thing. Vegan meat does an excellent job of absorbing flavors because it has no natural flavor of its own, so it takes on whatever you add to it very well. Alright, so our beans been simmering for a while. We're going to go ahead and check on these, make sure they are the flavor we need them to be. So since the vegan meat is almost done, I'm going to turn the beans up just a tad so they can get a little softer, a little quicker. Like I said, this vegan meat takes like no time to cook. Okay, so now we're going to get to the best part, which is layering. Well, we're going to start with half the layering. You can take whatever glass pan or aluminum pan or whatever you want to use, it doesn't matter. And we're going to start, let me move this so you all can see it in good detail. We're going to start with our pan here and our other pan, and we're going to put the meat. And we're going to spread that in the bottom of the pan pretty well, nice and flat. Then we're going to add our beans. I suggest using a straining spoon. Okay, so again, make sure it is nice and flat. The layers will pile up on you quickly, so you want it to be condensed. So we got 2 of our layers. Alright, so today I'm going to use 2 types of cheeses, and I'm going to start off with the Tostitos salsa con queso. Not a lot of this, but I do want some. So let's get a couple good spoonfuls. Okay, and right on top of that, I'm going to take some shredded cheese and just sprinkle a layer. Now, I've done this before with just vegan cheese. You can do no cheese if you don't do dairy or whatever you want. It's the most customizable type of dip because it can be layered with anything. Some people use refried beans, pinto beans. I prefer black. Again, you can use any kind of meat. It's whatever you want. Okay, so now when we have it like this, we're going to put it in the oven long enough just for the cheese to completely melt through. It takes all of 5 to 10 minutes. This part is extremely quick, so we're gonna put it in and I'll see you when it comes out. Alright, should look like this. Check that out up close. All right, so we're going to let this cool down because all we have to do is top it, and we don't want it to be too hot when we top it for about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll come back and top this and we'll be finished. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get to the layering of this. We're gonna start with our guac. Then we're gonna go for a layer of sour cream. And then pico de gallo. I'm going to more so sprinkle it across the top so that it doesn't flood with too much juice. I like to sprinkle a layer of tahini, and I frame the edge with some cut limes. And some cilantro. All right, so here we have it, our ready and done 7-layer dip. So at least I think we made it to 7 layers. Meat, beans, cheese, pico, guac, sour cream, and I guess the accoutrements on top will make it a total of 7 with the lime and the cilantro. So there we go. I'll go ahead and include some video footage of the reaction of how it tastes, but this is perfect for your next event. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. This is Can the Camera. How's it look?
This actually looks pretty. Did you already squeeze the limes already in here already?
Not these ones added, but I added some lime juice on top. But these are just for decoration. But when you scoop your thing, you can add some more lime juice or just leave it to the side. Don't matter.
This looks interesting. Pretty. I like the presentation. I'm about to dive in. Like,
This is your late birthday gift. Let's make it like a pie. Okay.
All right, let's see how this tastes, man. Let's look at this.
Yeah, the cheese is super thick. You want your spoon?
It's all right. It's fresh. It's fresh. I can see the lime in it. It's actually hit. I'm gonna hold you.
So you like it?
Yeah, I'm like, it's good one now.
It's approved.
I like the beans, the guac, and sour cream. I can taste the freshness of it.
Good.
That's really what it is. The tomatoes. I'm real curious, like squeezing lime, putting on top of it, because you already have lime in here.
All right.
Man, I like this.
Good.
All
right. That's a bet.